Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video that we have here. And this is event number 3. We've been through 2. Obviously you can see my finance graph and my popularity graph. Now the popularity graph, as I have been seeing some comments on Discord and stuff like that, if your promotion stays in a certain region, then that's the only population that it's going to get within that region. And so since mine is the US, I'm only going to get it from Canada, US, and Mexico, the North American region. So hopefully things get changed, but it's not like it's going to hurt me in any way. And overall, I'm just, creating a competition between 50 states within this series. So it's just going to be who's going to be the best of the best. And, we're halfway there. And then we introduce Minnesota into the mix. This is the third live show and everything else that we are going to be recording in this video. And then within the finance graph, the reason why it's such a dip, it's not that I have a big roster. I don't have a huge roster. As you can see on the left-hand side, I got 25 wrestlers. It's not that big of a roster, and most of them, it's roughly, I would say the max is 5 to 800. So yeah, it could be a grand, appearance or whatnot, and that shouldn't be that change in dip. So what ended up happening, if you didn't hear about the details of the last video, is I was futzing with the production stuff, and I'll show you real quick. And that's why that finance is so weird. So I was messing with this stuff, and I was clicking on this, and it would say, okay, if you want this, it was automatically doing the implementation cost, which is like the upfront cost, and then per month it's going to be $500,000 per month for that quality. And so I kept switching back and forth because I noticed about this match score multiplier, and then angle score multiplier, and just looking at the cost per month. And so I was switching back and forth between, what would be good. And right now it just seems this is like the best because I'm starting from ground zero. I have no popularity. Obviously right now we have 0.2 because we've gone through 2 live events, but starting, a few weeks back when we just started the whole thing, we were zeros across the board. We had no popularity, nothing from different regions. And so overall, I was just playing with it, hitting confirm, switch and everything, and it just piled up that all of it was eating up the money from the actual stuff. Like, yeah, I could go back and, towards the end of that video of the first one, or the first event one, and do like add it all back and stuff like that. But then I felt like I could take that as a learning curve and move on, and I feel like I'll be good with money regardless. But yeah, right now we have 88 million in the bank as of right now, and so I think we're sitting just fine. I'll imagine it'll pick up hopefully shortly. But who knows? We got 25 wrestlers. I have them all on 6-month contracts. Otherwise, worst case is I'll add, 10 million if we get to a bad spot or whatnot, that I'll add money to it from all the implementation costs or whatnot because of what happened. So it was roughly 10 million that it knocked off. So but overall, I just wanted to, learning curve of the game. Wanted to just deal with it, and it's my fault for not, finding it out sooner. But I didn't think that was going to happen because A, it was in between live events, and B, I thought it would just like accounted for like after the next month, but no, there's the implementation cost is the upfront cost, like your security deposit for like a house, or no, yeah, for a house like you're renting, and overall it just took the money away. So that's why there's that big dip. So let's move on to the live event. And so we're going to skip ahead 7 days because that's usually the health and wellness, or we get an email whenever it happens. A title win request, Matthew Logan. It's time to give me a championship around my waist. I would like to receive a title before September. I'm going to accept it because there's a possibility that whether it be the main event one or it could be the cruiserweight one, whatever the case may be, I have things set in stone to kind of what storylines I want to run eventually down the line after 6 month up until, the main titles are implemented and Minnesota is included. But I think I am giving him a title run. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to say that he is, and I'm not going to say he isn't. So overall, I'm going to accept it, and eventually it's going to happen. Good thing he gave me a little bit of time because, when Minnesota's implemented, people may jump ship or, things go to worse is that they just leave the company because they're not happy. So let's get back to business and do the 5 days. All right, no emails, so everybody must have passed their health exams. So we're going to do another 7. So as of right now, as I will show, the only promises, so the promises we have now is Maria Jose Ferreira wants a push, Dominic Knight wants a push, Nunes wants a title win, and Logan wants a title win. So we got 4 promises. I think we'll be able to knock them all. Maybe. I think maybe one of them, we may not. But I for sure 3 out of the 4 will knock out within my story plans or my plans overall as the company, if it's a possibility, before they leave or whatnot. All right, it is 5 days away, so good thing I didn't pass the week mark. So do the 24th to be safe. Go to the... Oh, it's 3 days away. It's the 27th. Okay. I thought it was the 25th. 26th. Nothing. Next day. And we're all set. I'm going to start show right away. Let's get this show on the road. Because I already have it booked and planned already for this show to make these episodes a lot smoother and kind of faster. That way you don't have to sit here for like an hour episode. So first coming up is an angle with Javen Ibori, Jaden Cooper, with Connor doing the announcing of the whole thing. So Javen's popularity didn't change, but Jaden Cooper and Connor changed quite a decent amount, especially from 1 point in North America for Jaden and 0.7 for Connor. Javen cuts the promo. Jaden makes their entrance, the star power and the good looks. And then Jaden and Javen talk. The star power of Jaden and the good looks of Jaden helped it out. And then Connor makes a match involving Jaden and Javen. So the star power and the good looks helped him out. Next segment, we have one half of the tag team titles, and Bo Davies, who is part of the Kings of the World. And we have Egan, that is Athlete Central, who are the tag team titles. So Egan wins, and his star power and good looks, and then good looks for Bo, and the stage looked good, but not world quality caliber. And then the camera quality limits our possibility of audience satisfaction. All right, and they both gained 0.1 within their perspective popularity in the North America. We got 100%. I said 100%, but value. Okay, and then we got a 5-star match and a 53% score. So it seems like they've been putting out good matches at the beginning. So it's really been helping us out quite a bit. It's like we should promote them a little bit and be higher up in the what do you call it, the layout, the storyline chain or whatnot of events. So we got Ashton and Alex Adams. Ashton is the owner. I just thought, since he does have a little bit of skill, I thought, why not give him a tag team match? It's not necessarily he's going to be in he's going to be in a match every single event. I just thought to give him a match for say, but it looks like his tag team lost. So Alex Adams and Ashton lost. Then Luista and Oscar won, and Oscar is the only one that gained popularity. Alex Adams and Ashton lost popularity. But the good looks of Alex Adams added to the match. Oscar had a performance within their gimmick. Star power and good looks added to it as well. The stage looked good and the camera quality limits. So Oscar Shaw wins. It was a 2.5er with 100% crowd reaction and 48%. We got quite a bit of an angle here. So we got the Millionaire. The Money Is Reality tag team. Because all they are is, their gimmick is millionaires, all they care about is money. And then the Shows Who's Boss tag team as well is in here. And then we have some backstage staff, breaking them up, so to speak. So they gained a lot of popularity from it. Maria gained a point. Janaya gained 0.5, and then 0.2 and 0.4 for Money Is Reality. And then the backstage staff gained some as well. So D'Angelo and Aurora Richards talk, and with D'Angelo, star power and good looks, helped that beat out. Then Janaya and Maria make their entrance. D'Angelo and Richards were attacked by Lindsay and Ferreira, and so the badass gimmick of Maria worked well with the story beat. The star power of Janaya added to the beat, and then the star power of Maria and D'Angelo, and then the good looks of D'Angelo helped out. So it gave a decent amount. 75 and then 52, and 72% on these guys being split up and they were being pulled apart by the backstage staff, which gave it a 72. And then it's basically the same thing from the last one of the badass gimmick helped Maria, and then Janaya, Maria, and D'Angelo had star power and also the good looks of D'Angelo. And then Cooper Murphy makes a match involving Money Is Reality and Show Who's Boss. And D'Angelo, good looks and star power helped, and the star power of Maria and Janaya helped with that story beat to get a 62 overall for that angle assessment. Matthew Logan and Dominic Knight. So Dominic has been he is an enhancement talent. And so he was involved in the storyline for the main championship title, including Quadis Okanum and Aaron Carrasco. And so he was involved in singles matches with them too, and lost to both of them as kind of like the jobber per se. So he is now showing that, hey, I may be an enhancement talent and I may have low quality when it comes to wrestling skill, but I'm here. And he's trying to demand me to push him. Like, he requested the push last episode. Now he's showing that, hey, I want this push. So, the star power of both of them added to the match. Dominique was struggling a breath at the end, and the stage looked good and camera quality. And then Dominic Knight was made to look like a threat in this match, and it really helped their popularity. So he gained a 0.1. Matthew Logan gained 0.1. Or lost 0.1, I should say, not gained. So it's like, Matthew Logan, are you really wanting a title shot? You just lost to the enhancement talent. Like, what's going on here? So we got a females match, and it was considered a dud. Caitlyn struggling with breath, and she had star power added to the match. Rain Grimes, newly acquired, so this is her debut, had a boost of their performance due to their gimmick, and then the intimidating presence of Ryan Grimes added to the match, good looks of Ryan Grimes added to the match, and then camera and stage look good. So Caitlyn Conway lost 0.1, and Rain Grimes gained a 0.1. It's a complete dud, 36 with 100%. Then we got Quadis Okam and Aaron Carrasco, who have going at it with each other when it comes to watching each other's singles match. They come out in an angle after their match to show who's boss and whatnot. And now it comes down to, hey, they're, undefeated records on the line. Both of them are 1-1. And the result is a draw. So no one has got one up against the other. And Quadis had a boost of their gimmick. The star power of both of them were added to the match. Fans seemed to dislike that there was no definitive winner. Oof. But they both gained 0.1 in the stage and camera quality. So that's interesting that the fans didn't like. There was no definitive winner. So I wonder what's going to happen, because this is event number 3, and championship, the way that I have it, is it's not going to happen until week 6. So who knows what's going to happen. I got a 40 score, 2.5 star, 100% crowd reaction. Then we got this angle with Nunes and Brian Kelly. And Nunes' popularity gained by 0.2 and Brian Kelly gained by 0.1. She's just cutting a promo, cuts a promo and being interviewed by Brian Kelly because she's wanting that title win. So she's trying to prove herself or, show, hey, I want a title shot and I'm going to work my way to get that title shot. And her score is a 48% on that angle. Then we got the Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Remember from earlier at the beginning, Javen cuts a promo and kind of like a celebration or whatnot. Jane Cooper shows up and he's like, hey, I want a title shot. Give me that title shot. And Javen was like, yeah, sure. Let's do it tonight. And gave him a shot. Well, Jane Cooper didn't fulfill that destiny of, winning the title. So it's like, you called the shot. Like, you're you're doing the talk to talk, but not the walk to walk. So Jaden Cooper lost 0.1, but Jaden Cooper had a boost because of his gimmick. He had the star power, and then the good looks, and the camera quality. And then Jaden successfully retains the Cruiserweight Championship. They had a half star, 48%, with 100% crowd reaction. Yeah, it's this rivalry going on between Abby Perry and Anna Becker, and then Zoe Matthews is on ringside. So we have the overall level of wrestling ability just wasn't there to steal the show. It felt like they were aiming for something great, but never quite got there. It's interesting. The intimidating presence of Abby Perry added to the match. Abby Perry was struggling with breath at the end. Star power of Anna Becker, and she was struggling. Abby and Anna have pretty bad chemistry as opponents. Their timing was all over the place. Yeah, so I added steal the show. So with adding that, it's just I thought, hopefully, all of the stats on their abilities and everything would all add up to, becoming a good match and stealing the show. And this is, with this, what it's saying, it's just kind of bites you in the butt that, hey, these ladies didn't have, quite the qualities yet. And so this is what was kind of, the overall effect on, hey, you selected a button and there's going to be some risk you take and stuff like that. So overall, Abby and Anna Becker probably could be good or whatnot, but due to I selected steal the show, and the effect of them not having the ability, skill ratings of a certain, number is what this is telling me. And then it just becomes that they're bad timing all over the place. It's a big shot and everything. And not necessarily that as you can see at the bottom, it's like, well, they failed. Yeah, because they gave a 1-star match, 37% score, but it's overall, the ratings didn't fit what the qualifications are for steal the show. And so overall, you're taking that risk, and this is the effects on what is happening due to they don't have the ratings for what they need for this type of setting for the match and the agent notes and all that stuff. So Abby Perry lost 0.1, and then Anna Becker won the match and gained 0.1 due to probably she won the match. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, but kind of not, because their storyline has been rolling pretty good, but it's like I feel like they could have done a kind of maybe a 2-star match or 1.5, but like I said, it's probably due to I picked steal the show, and their ratings and whatnot did not qualify good enough for that agent note or whatnot. So next segment we have Anna Becker was attacked by Zoe Matthews, Abby Perry, and Aubrey Wilder. Gee, I wonder why that many people would attack her. Like, are these people a stable? Are they here to show something? Are they here to, be bad heels and just like take it out on the good guy because she won, and she's, trying to basically say, hey, I own the place and we just want to tear her down and put her in her place until, someone actually wins the title? I don't know. But the badass gimmick of Aubrey worked well with the story beat. The star power of Zoe Matthews added. And the good looks of Aubrey added to the beat, and the star power of Anna Becker added. And then Mariah and Janiyah Lindsay, Mariah Jose Ferrari make their entrance. The star power of both of them added to the beat. And then Abby, Zoe, and Aubrey were attacked by Maria, Anna, and Janiyah. So they came in, and then they just flipped it and attacked them back. And then the three ladies of Zoe, Abby, and Aubrey, they leave the ring, and Mariah, Anna, and Janiyah are, left in the ring, showing who's boss or whatnot. And, could this be, an opportunity? Because there is still the Trio Tag Team Championships on the line still, too. So this could be an opening of these three women could, have a feud on that, too, as well. But we already know Anna Becker and Zoe Matthews have been going on last week, and then Abby Perry and Anna Becker are in a storyline right now. So, are these people with them, or are they just there to be there and just be like, hey, I got beef with her too? Or they're wanting to start stuff and be like, hey, I got a beef with you too. You think you're the best? You got to beat the best. And so, who knows? This could be a start of something for next episode, or even the episode after that. But the Badass Gimmick help Aubrey and Maria. Star power of Maria, Anna, Janiyah, and Zoe added to the beats, and the good looks of Aubrey added to the beat with the score of 49, and they ended with a 64 overall. But I think it may be some stables may be creating. Some tag teams could be creating, or it's just legit, people are tag teaming up and they just want to be best friends and, help each other out because no one's alone. They're trying to create a storyline, try to create where they rank in this promotion of Wisconsin All-Star Wrestling. So that is the end of that show, and we'll see what has happened. And we got a 59. So we increased by 5% this promotion, so to speak, live show. Because they're calling them live events and whatnot because they're so small. And we gained 0.1. The last two, we've been at 54%. We're at 59%. So that is an improvement right there, but I feel like overall, right now, the lower people on the cards are, putting in the work, and the main event people aren't giving what they want, which is it's kind of like, hey, we might as well just flip it. Just, end with these tag team matches or these tag team rivalry or something like that. And then, involving with these tag teams and stuff like that are creating, great feuds or great scores. And it's just main event people, you may have to get flipped. But overall, it's a good show. Got a 59%. It's an increase from the other two shows at 54 apiece. So, game 0.1 in the North American region. End it. There we go. The increase. The money's going to go down a little bit. We're in the local section. We got 4 promises. And we got 1 email. 63 people showed up, so a little bit less people showed up. We've had the first show, it was 70, and then we had 67, and now 63. So, just a little bit less, and a little bit less in the ticket sales at 441. We can't control the amount on what the tickets are sold for. We could average it and do 68 or try to do 63 divided by 441 and see how much money it would be per person. At this rate, it kind of seems Kind of seems like $10 a person, but probably isn't that. And back to the office. And so that is it for this episode. We got 3 more live events to go before, as you can see, contract expiries were to happen. Now, for some of these people or all of them, I am gonna, obviously, renegotiate and keep them depending on what kind of storyline I have them for, if I can keep them. And, okay. So, sorry, I'm kind of going from one idea to another, but yeah, overall, within their contracts right now, pretty much almost everybody besides, the new backstage staff people and whatnot that I do 6-month contracts, like not necessarily renegotiating, but since I've hired them, that they're going to be a different date. But right now, majority of the roster, especially majority of the wrestlers, are on this 95-day left. And so depending on how important they are to this promotion, because it's going to get to the point where when I add Minnesota to it, they may try to jump ship. They may try to leave the company because they're not getting what they want. And that's, it's going to be a bummer because of that, but it's also going to be fun to know the strategy of this game and how keeping good wrestlers and overall a good indication of the strategic, and that this person wants a title run, this person wants a title run, or this one wants a push to be upper in the card and stuff like that. And it's just overall to not necessarily try to be a people pleaser and give them everything they want, but also to have the balance of, okay, sorry, you can't go up in a push, or right now it's just not fitting, but I wish you could send like right now it's not a fitting, but maybe in a month or two, give or take, depending on how storylines are. But yeah, we'll see how that plays a factor too with adding Minnesota into the mix. And then as I was scrolling down on the left side sheet, that it seems like the Bo Davies, Inga Mortensen, Harley Beard, I wouldn't say Beard, Bard, and then Zareb Van Nykirk have been, their heat is 55%, so they're doing kind of more of a heat than Aaron and Quadis and Abby and Anna. And they are just kind of like the lower mid-card type people for the tag team, but it's also because the tag team titles were claimed within the last episode, and the other two are just, who's going to be the first one to gain the vacant heavyweight championships, and then hopefully things will flow from there. But overall, we did improve on the score-wise a percentage, and hopefully we continue to grow. And hopefully you have a good rest of your day, night, whenever you watch this. And peace out.